Have you ever wondered what it's really like to live in one of the world's most famous cities? Sydney, Australia, isn't just about postcard views and sparkling beaches. It's a vibrant place where ancient cultures meet modern skyscrapers, and every street has its own unique rhythm. In this video, we're diving into Sydney like never before. We'll explore its stunning natural landscapes, walk through some of the most amazing places you've heard of, and maybe a few you haven't, and get to know the people and culture that make this city truly special. From colourful street festivals to wildlife in the city parks, from the sizzling street food to centuries-old stories, there's a lot to uncover. So, if you're curious about life in Sydney, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you'd love to see most. Let's get started. Sydney is full of surprises. Did you know it's the oldest city in Australia, founded way back in 1788? It started as a small British colony and has grown into a global city with over 5.25 million residents, according to recent estimates. Sydney is also home to flying foxes, giant fruit bats with wingspans up to a metre wide that hang out in trees near the Botanic Gardens. And while the Sydney Harbour Bridge is a famous icon, locals often call it the coat hanger because of its unique arch shape. From wildlife to nicknames, Sydney's fun facts are as bold as the city itself. Sydney is a city built around water. Its sparkling harbour is one of the largest in the world, giving the city its famous coastal charm. Dozens of beaches, from world-renowned Bondi to hidden local spots, stretch along the shoreline. Sydney's suburbs spread out in all directions, some leafy and quiet, others busy and full of life. Just a short drive, about 80 kilometres west of the city centre, you'll find the Blue Mountains, with dramatic cliffs, waterfalls, and ancient forests. This mix of city, sea, and wilderness makes Sydney one of the most naturally diverse urban areas in the world. Sydney might be a bustling city, but nature is always close by. In the middle of the city, places like Centennial Park and the Royal Botanic Garden offer peaceful escapes with wide lawns, shady trees, and even wild cockatoos and ibises strolling around. If you're lucky, you might spot a possum or even a bush turkey. Just off the coast, the ocean is teeming with life. Sydney's waters are part of a marine park filled with colourful fish, sea dragons, and even migrating whales between May and November. What makes Sydney truly special is how nature and city life blend together. Locals love picnicking in green spaces, hiking coastal trails, or snorkeling just steps from the city centre. Whether it's birds in the sky or dolphins in the bay, nature is part of daily life here. Sydney's skyline wouldn't be complete without the world-famous Sydney Opera House. With its sail-like design, it hosts everything from ballet to rock concerts, and it's just as stunning inside as it is outside. Nearby, you can explore the Rocks, one of the oldest parts of the city, filled with cobblestone streets and hidden stories. Sydney also honours its indigenous heritage through Aboriginal art galleries and cultural tours, where you can learn about the world's oldest living culture. These landmarks offer a glimpse into the soul of the city, both its modern creativity and ancient traditions. The Bondi to Coogee coastal walk is one of Sydney's best adventures. It's a cliff-top path that winds past sandy beaches, rock pools, and sea spray views. Along the way, you might spot surfers riding waves or even dolphins in the distance. For a more peaceful escape, the Royal Botanic Garden offers stunning harbour views, shady fig trees, and themed plant collections. It's also home to flying foxes, large fruit bats, often seen roosting during the day in trees or flying at dusk, especially near the Royal Botanic Garden, and colourful parrots. These natural wonders show how Sydney's wild side is never far from the city's edge and often right in the middle of it. Sydney is a food lover's dream. Thanks to its multicultural population, you can find flavors from all over the world: Thai noodles, Lebanese wraps, Japanese sushi, and Indian curries, all in one city. Local markets like Paddy's Market, the Sydney Fish Market, are perfect spots to sample fresh bites. And don't miss Aussie classics like meat pies, lamingtons, or fish and chips by the beach. Whether it's fine dining or a picnic in the park, Sydney's food scene reflects the diversity and creativity of its people. Sydney knows how to celebrate. Every winter, the city lights up with Vivid Sydney, a dazzling festival of lights, music, and ideas that turns buildings and bridges into glowing art. In summer, the streets come alive with Lunar New Year parades, dragon dances, and lanterns that reflect the city's strong Asian communities. There are also music festivals, cultural parades, and outdoor cinema nights year-round. These events aren't just fun. They show how Sydney brings people together through art, tradition, and joyful celebration. Sydney's culture is a vibrant mix of ancient traditions and modern life. At its heart are the First Nations peoples, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, who've lived in the area for over 60,000 years. Their stories, songs, and artworks still shape the city today, especially through rock carvings and cultural tours. But Sydney is also one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Over 40% of Sydney's population was born overseas, and on any given day, you might hear conversations in Mandarin, Arabic, Italian, and English, all flowing through the city's streets. People from over 180 countries call it home, bringing their languages, food, and festivals with them. Locals in Sydney tend to be friendly and relaxed. They love barbecues, beach days, and cheering for their favorite sports teams. And don't be surprised if someone calls you mate. It's just their way of saying hello. This blend of deep history and global energy makes Sydney's culture truly one of a kind. Life in Sydney is all about the outdoors. With sunshine most of the year, people spend lots of time swimming, surfing, or just relaxing by the beach. Early morning jogs, weekend barbecues, and coastal hikes are part of everyday life here. Sydney's people are known for being laid back and friendly. Saying good day with a smile or helping out a stranger is just part of the culture. Locals love their beaches, sports, and spending time with family and friends. Whether you're in the city or at the sea, Sydney's lifestyle is full of warmth, energy, and a big love for nature. Sydney is Australia's financial and tech hub, with a fast-growing scene of startups and creative companies. It's home to major banks, design firms, and even space technology innovators. But living here comes with a price. Sydney is known for its high housing costs, especially near the city centre and beaches. For tourists, it helps to budget wisely. Some attractions like museums and coastal walks are free, while food and transport can add up. Using an Opal card for buses and trains, or grabbing lunch from a market stall, can help stretch your dollars while still enjoying all Sydney has to offer. Sydney's story begins with the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, who lived on this land for thousands of years before Europeans arrived. Their deep connection to nature and storytelling shaped the land long before buildings rose. In 1788, the British established a penal colony here, marking the start of colonization. This brought major changes and challenges for indigenous communities. In the 1850s, the gold rush brought new settlers and wealth, speeding up the city's growth. By 1901, Australia became a federation, uniting its colonies into one country. Sydney has grown ever since, becoming a city that blends ancient roots with modern life. Sydney is part of Australia's democracy, where people vote to choose their leaders at local, state, and national levels. The city values fairness and has made big steps toward inclusivity, welcoming people from all backgrounds cultures and identities. Still, like many big cities, Sydney faces urban challenges. Housing affordability, traffic congestion, and caring for the environment are ongoing issues. The city also continues to work toward reconciliation with Indigenous communities, recognizing past injustices and building a more respectful future. Through community action and open discussion, Sydney strives to grow as a fair and forward-thinking place for everyone. Planning a trip to Sydney. The best time to visit is during spring, September to November, or autumn, March to May, when the weather is sunny but not too hot. Getting around is easy with an Opal card. It works on trains, buses, and even ferries. Walking is great for exploring city neighbourhoods, but don't miss taking a ferry ride. It's a fun and scenic way to see Sydney Harbour. Pack sunscreen, wear comfy shoes, and bring a refillable water bottle. And remember, driving is on the left side of the road. With a few tips, exploring Sydney becomes smooth and fun. Sydney is generally a very safe city, but it's always smart to stay alert. Most neighbourhoods are friendly and welcoming, especially around tourist spots like Circular Quay and Darling Harbour. Still, avoid walking alone late at night in quiet areas. Australia is known for its unique wildlife, but in Sydney, you're unlikely to see anything dangerous. Just be cautious around bushland and don't touch unfamiliar animals. One big tip? Sun safety. The Aussie sun is strong, so wear sunscreen, a hat and sunglasses, even on cloudy days. With a few simple precautions, your time in Sydney will be both safe and amazing. Sydney is home to some of Australia's top universities, like the University of Sydney and UNSW, attracting students from around the world. The city's public transport system includes trains, buses, light rail and ferries, all easy to use with an Opal card. Public services like libraries, hospitals and parks are well maintained and accessible. Whether you're studying, sightseeing or living here, Sydney's infrastructure supports a smooth, connected lifestyle. From sunlit beaches to ancient stories, from buzzing food markets to glowing festivals, Sydney is a city full of life, culture and natural beauty. Whether you're dreaming of visiting or just love exploring the world through video, we hope you enjoyed this journey. What part of Sydney would you love to see most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more adventures.